Just call me, I'll be there. It don't matter, just say where. I'll be right by your side, through everything you know I'll ride. Just stay cool, I'll come through, pray for, encourage, and uplift you. When my sister wins, I win. When my sister wins, I win. At the Sisters Cafe.
Hey everybody, welcome to this segment of Sisters Cafe. So we are at the first Wednesday in February. Hello, February. I'm super excited. First of all, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate those who watch and listen. I love it. I love those who participate, ones who always have something to say or some input, or the ones that say something to me behind the scenes. I'm loving it. But I appreciate that you take out the time to watch. But I'm super excited. First of all, make sure that you like and share this video. Spread the word. Don't be stingy. Spread it. Tell everybody. Tell your friends, tell your family, your coworkers, your church members, whoever. And those people you don't like. Go ahead and tell them too. Let me know where you are listening from. Shout out your city and state, or just your state. That would be fine, because people be stalking people. So just go ahead and put in where state you are listening from. Be sure to subscribe to the website at www.sisterscafeinc.com. Go subscribe to the podcast and to that YouTube channel. You can follow me on all social media platforms, and make sure you go over to the store and grab you some cafe swag, y'all. We got mugs, we got t-shirts, we got the tumblers. Have you got your tumbler yet? Rock out with the Sisters Cafe tumbler while you're drinking your water or coffee. In my case, whatever it is that you like to drink, put it in the cup and drink it. You can order that online, or you can send me a message, whichever works best for you. Join the Sisters Cafe Network Facebook group. Yes, this is a whole network over there. It is for ladies. Sorry, fellas. But to go over to the Facebook group, Sisters Cafe Network, because we network, and it's what we're doing, a whole network. And have you nominated your Woman Crush Wednesday yet? Make sure that you nominate the Woman Crush Wednesday of your choice, and be sure to tell me why. We want to take out that time to spotlight the amazing people who don't usually get credited for anything or noticed for anything. There's a lot of people behind the scenes that you never know how much work they're putting on or how many lives they have changed. Everybody that's changed a life is not famous or author or a celebrity. There's a lot of people who have changed lives that nobody knows about, because they're doing it in silence. They're doing it behind the scenes. They're doing it without need for validation, recognition, or anything of that sort. So we want to spotlight those women. Nominate your Woman Crush Wednesday today. So happy February, everybody. We are here. We are in the second month of 2025. First and foremost, and I'm going to do this without crying, I like to give a big old happy birthday shout out to none other than Mr. Gary C. Bowden II. Y'all help me wish my baby a very, very happy birthday. He is my second heartbeat, and he is also better known as my angel. I am so grateful. For him. I'm so grateful to be his mom. I'm like a super proud mom. I guess most of y'all know that, but that boy makes me smile. I mean, all of them do, but this one makes me smile. For others, they just consider him my twin. But that is my honey. That is my angel. And I would like to send a very, very special happy birthday to Mr. Gary C. Bowden II. Does anybody want to help me sing happy birthday to my baby? All right, let's do that. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. thank you, everybody. Happy birthday to you, Gary. Mommy loves you like a super lot, a super lot. And I hope you have a very, very special day. No matter how far away I am, understand that you are my highlight of the day. Happy birthday, Gary. All right. So, all my other February babies, go ahead and sound off. What day is your day in February? So, happy birthday to all the February babies. Also, we know that February is absolutely Black History Month, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. Also, we got Valentine's Day for all those who love, 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 love. We have Valentine's Day on the 14th of February. Seasonal changes and fresh starts. That's what we do, right? Because we made some resolutions in January. I'm going to check later and see how you're doing on those resolutions now that we are in February. And of course, I guess it should be a holiday for some, but we have the Super Bowl also in February. So February has a lot going on, but we are actually going to get into that. So we got some fun facts about February's origins and traditions. The birthstone is amethyst. It's the birthstone for February. The word amethyst means not drunk in ancient Greek. I didn't know that's what that meant. Birth flower is violets. Violets are associated with love and beauty and represent purity and loyalty. That's nice. Leap year. You know, we got some leap year babies, but it won't be this year. Leap year is on February 29th, as we all know, only comes around every 4 years. We call them people leapers. I wonder how the birthday works, though. Like, are y'all like 4? Then, I mean, are you 1? 4 years later, you're 2? Or do you have to keep count, even though you don't have a birthday? And do you celebrate that on the 20th? Or do you celebrate that on the 1st of March? Okay, and somebody let me know, somebody. So we do know that it's American Heart Month in February. It's a time to raise awareness about your heart health, which is super important. Zodiac sign is Aquarius. All the Aquarius is in the house. That is your sign for February. The name February comes from a Latin word, februm, which means purification. Who knew? Who knew? You learn a lot when you read. So first, we're going to spotlight Black History Month. The Black History Month actually has a theme every year. I didn't know that prior to the research, but yeah, every year Black History Month has a different theme. This year is African Americans and labor, and they're focusing on the significant role that labor has played in shaping the Black experience throughout history. Okay. So most of the time we emphasize or bring awareness to different history moments or people who have impacted Black History Month, people who've been in great impact to Black history. We usually spotlight them in the month of February. Not necessarily that everything was done in February, but we usually use that time to spotlight. So that's usually when we learn how people have made an impact or changed their communities, societal issues, civil rights, all these things that people have worked for. This is where we get to spotlight them during Black History Month. Now, why it's not an all year thing, I'm not quite sure, but it's Black History Month this month. So all month long, you should or you will be hearing about people who have made a difference. I really like when we learn things that we didn't know. We know the Martin Luther Kings. We know the Nelson Mandelas. We know that, and it's always brought up, not ever negating the work, the blood, the sweat, the tears, but it is so interesting to me when we learn about people we didn't know. Good example. Has everybody seen the 688? I love it. I love it. I could not wait till that movie came out, but that's the kind of thing I'm talking about where it just comes out of nowhere. And maybe it didn't come out of nowhere to some people, but for people like me who are not necessarily in history books every day or in museums or, things like that, it was amazing. It is amazing. That was an excellent, let me say not was, that is an excellent movie and an excellent portrayal of what happened. 855 joined the war effort to address the 3-year male backlog. Despite discrimination in war-torn conditions, they sorted over 17 million, not hundred, not thousands, 17 million pieces of mail ahead of schedule. That was released back in December. If you haven't seen it, y'all, take a moment, get you some popcorn or some nachos or something, have a seat. So the 6888 Central Postal Directory was the only all-Black, all-female unit of the Women's Army Corps to serve overseas during World War II, primarily tasked with sorting and delivering a massive backload of mail to American soldiers stationed in Europe. A mission they accomplished with remarkable efficiency despite facing racial discrimination and challenging conditions. This unit consisted of about 855 Black women who worked tirelessly to clear warehouses, undelivered mail, significantly boosting morale among troops by ensuring they received letters from home. There was a couple of key points to the 6888. The mission was to sort and deliver a large backlog of mail to American soldiers. This included letters, photographs, packages, and such. They nicknamed it the 6888. The significance of it was because the 6888 represented a crucial step forward for American women in the military, demonstrating their capabilities and resilience despite facing segregation and prejudice. The leader of this unit was Major Charity Adams. For those who have watched, you know what? I'm not even going to tell you. The leader of the unit was Major Charity Adams. The impact of this group was, despite being given a seemingly impossible task, the unit completed their mission in a shorter time than anticipated. You guys go watch the movie. So some ask, well, was this movie true? The movie does depict real life experiences of the battalion. The movie's main characters were based on real people, including Major Charity Adams, which was the battalion leader. The movie includes moments from real life events, such as when Adams was confronted by her superior officer. Some of it was dramatized. Of course, that's what people in movies do, right? It's the dramatic part of it, which we, hone in on. That's what we're waiting for, is the action and the dramatic part. But some details have been adapted for the screen for storytelling purposes. The movie may not have captured the full context of the women's experience, which I'm sure it didn't. It probably was for the best. Some things, I'm going to just leave it at that. Some things doesn't necessarily have to be televised to know. And some things are hard for other people to see and hear and relive. You know what I mean? So the movie it may not have captured all of it, but it captured most of it. So what exactly did the 6th Battalion do? They faced challenges such as discrimination from other Americans and the threat of German attacks. They worked in Birmingham, in England, and in France. They worked alongside the French civilians and German POWs. They finished their mission in Paris, October 1945. The director was Tyler Perry. The director is Tyler Perry, and it was debuted on Netflix. Really, it was debuted on Netflix, and I thought it was excellent. I did. Now that's me. I love things like that. I like to learn about things of that sort. So it really moved me. So that was a good movie. Y'all go check it out. Go check it out and let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. I'm always interested. You know what interests me, and this is so off topic, but I'm going there. What interests me is learning over the past few years. After I finished writing The Best Version of Me, it made me look into the psychological effects of people pleasing and codependency and different things. But what I learned about big time is people's perception. And where you hear somebody say, well, this movie was good, you'll hear 10 other people be like, oh, that was trash, blah, blah, blah. And I had to learn to not listen to the people, because you would watch a show and before you even got to the show, Facebook would already put all your people would have already put what they thought about the movie. And then sometimes you turn around and you be like, I ain't gonna watch that. They said it was trash. Later on down the line, years later, when you ain't doing nothing, no way, you watch the movie and you love it. Like love it. And you was like, you can't understand why they didn't like it. But this is with everything. People's perception is just that, their perception. I had a former boss who used to say to me, what other people think about you is none of your business. It's not. Their perception doesn't make it true, fact, or biblical. Like, what? Their perception is their perception. We have to understand that how somebody views it is how they view it. What somebody thinks about something is how they think about it. It's okay. It is okay. It doesn't mean that yours has to be changed. It doesn't mean that your perception is wrong. People are allowed to have their own perception. And that's what you have to live with, good or bad. Good or bad. You might say, well, I don't understand why they feel this way about me. Okay, you might not understand it, but you have to be okay with that being their perception. That's their perception of you, regardless of what you think about it. And that's actually a good self-care tip. Take care of you, right? Take care of yourself, wondering what people think, what they think about you, why they feel like this, why they treating you this way, why they said that to you, why they don't like you, why they didn't call you, why. Let it go. Do yourself a favor and let it go. It doesn't matter. What people think about you is none of your business. Nothing. It is not. One thing the way I nipped gossiping or he said, she said in the bud is if they didn't say it to me, it don't matter. They didn't say it to me, so it's not real. Unless you got to say it to me, I don't think nothing of it. I don't do the he said, she said, they said, there. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. You don't know me. You don't know me. You don't go home with me. You don't pay my bills. You ain't died on the cross for me. And y'all know my third one. Y'all already know it. So learn to Let people have their perception. It's not wrong or right. Just like you got your own, they have theirs. So anyway, the whole point was go see the movie for yourself. Go take the trip for yourself. Eat the food for yourself. Smell the fragrance. Buy the shoe. Eat the cookie. Do whatever it is for yourself. If you want to meet somebody, if you think somebody is cool, it's okay that you think the person is cool and that person doesn't. People are different with different people. What I might bring out in you may not be what the next person did, but it's okay. I'm not going to not like you just because homegirl over there don't like you. I'm not going to not be your friend or not be in your presence because of what I heard. Y'all free your mind. And what was it? In Vogue said it the best. Free your mind and the rest would follow. It was T.D. Jakes that said, if you get your mind right, the rest will follow. Get your mind on Christ, the body will follow. Get your heart on Christ, the body will follow. You got to get up here right first, and the rest will definitely follow. I promise you. And you will be the best version of yourself. Like, who wouldn't want to be that? That should be an everyday goal. What can I do today to be my best self? Why? Because I owe it to God to be a good steward over what he gave me, which was me. He breathed the breath of life in me. He created me to worship him. He created me to live an abundant life. He created me to be the best version of me. Yes, that was a shameless plug. If you have not, go over to the store and grab the best version of me. You won't regret it. You won't regret it. While you at it, grab that best version of me t-shirt and that best version of me mug. Y'all, I'm trying to create a whole store over here. Y'all go to sisterscafeinc.com and check out the store. Get everything in there if you like. And get some for your friends too. Spoiler alert, if you're anything like me, there will be tears. So just get ready for that. Get you some tissue from somewhere. And maybe watch it by yourself if you don't like to cry in front of people. And they be like, why are you crying? Anyway, get you some tissue. Get you some nachos, maybe some red vines or something, and have a seat and learn, see, watch what happened in the 6888. But that is my historical modern day moment for Black History Month on this Wednesday. Who is one of your Black figures that you want to learn more about this month? Let me know. I'll see what I can do to research and find it and then bring it back to you next Wednesday or the Wednesday after that. But that is your challenge. Go ahead and let me know what are one of the Black figures, or some. You might not have just one. Let me know who it is that you would like to learn more about.
Step into your greatness with 3E Consulting. We focus on entrepreneur development, conflict resolution, goal setting, and leadership. Through coaching, conversations, and workshops, we provide the tools and guidance needed to successfully navigate your career journey. Our career coaching services include resume writing, interview preparation, and professional branding. We're dedicated to positioning you to step into your greatness. Schedule a free consultation today at www.3eeconsulting.com.
So we know that February is also known for Love Month. We in love, we in love, we in love. Y'all, I'm not even going to get into how many Valentine's Days I've spent alone. Real talk. I've actually started to low-key kind of like it because I wasn't waiting on or to see what somebody else was going to do for me. It was kind of a freeing experience because I already knew what I was going to do. And I did it for myself. And I was really liking that, for real. But I had to get to a point where I was okay with myself so that didn't bother me. For those who don't know, I've been single longer than I've been married. So there's been a lot. I mean, especially when the children were growing up, I didn't have no Valentine's Day. Wasn't nobody checking for me. Nobody was checking. So I made those three the love of my life. The love of my life. I did. I did. We got Valentine's pictures. I made sure they had things on Valentine's Day because they were who I loved unconditionally. Love them, love them. I love them, I love them. But it gave me a reason. I wasn't sitting around sulking about Valentine's Day or looking at people cross-eyed because everybody buying flowers and balloons and stuffed animals and perfumes and purses and whatever it may be. Everything is all overbooked at restaurants I like to go to. And you know what? Real talk, we did that with grandma for a long time after Papa passed. That was nice. I thought that was nice. I would take her, my kids, and we would do things because guess what? Love is just not relationship. Can I say relationship? Love is not just about a romantic love or a romantic relationship. It's not. It's not. February is about love, not just romantic love, is it? Actually, there's a whole lot of different types of love. You got romantic, you got platonic, and let's not forget to throw in that self-love, 100%. That romantic love represents the eros and the pragma. The eros is the passionate, the romantic love that is characterized by intense attraction and infatuation. It is named after the Greek god of love and desire. That is eros. Then you have pragma, a practical love that is characterized by commitment and is often present in long-term relationships. Then you have the familial. I knew I was going to say that. Familial love is storge or philia. So you have a love that is a fondness born out of familiarity or dependency. It pertains to love between parents and their children. Philia love without romantic attraction that occurs between friends or family members. It is commonly referred to as brotherly love. Then there is a self-love, philuatia. Philuatia. I think it's said differently, I'm sure, in I think the Greek or something like that, but it's a self-love that is considered a prerequisite to loving others. Healthy self-love is beneficial to every aspect of life. My husband often says that you can't love others if you haven't learned to love yourself. There's other types of love like ludus and agape. Ludus is a playful love that is defined by flirtatious and sex without commitment. That's a ludus love. Then you have the agape love, which I know we all know very well. It's a love that is given for its own sake without expecting anything in return. That's that agape love. That's that unconditional. I love you. I'm not keeping tabs. I'm not keeping records. I'm not keeping points. I'm not doing nothing. I just love you. That's it. That's it. I don't want nothing from you. I don't have an agenda. I'm not trying to get anything. It doesn't have to benefit me. I just love you. Just love you. That is agape love. Then you have obsessive love, also known as mania. Sounds right. It is an obsession with one person or a certain way of loving them. So what we're going to do this February, first of all, if you haven't, go check out that Solo Mojo group because it is still there for all those single people who not sure what to do for Valentine's Day, not sure how to love on their own selves. How there's self-care tips that I'm going to go put on that group so you'll know what to do, how to keep yourself busy, what are the options for Valentine's Day, and don't negate them group. You know, they got the galentines and the girlfriends. There's a lot of things you can do, and don't forget it's just a day. It really is. These things you can do, you can take yourself out any day. Buy yourself some roses, buy yourself all the candy that you want and eat it all by yourself. Like for real. You can go out with a girlfriend, you can hang out, go networking or something like that. Make you some plans to travel with your by yourself or with somebody else. It's super fun. It is super fun. One thing I like to travel with a group, but I like when you get to have alone time as well. So that's why to me it's important if we go with a group. That's all good and great, but I need to be able to hit my bed and room alone when I get ready to. I like that we can be together, but we ain't together. Like for real. I love it. Some people need that space. I don't want to see you all morning and then hang out with you all day, eat dinner with you, go have fun, and then we go to the room together as well. No, you go to your room and I'm gonna go to mine. Just pray for me. A quick self-care tip to start the month off right. Self-care can include many different activities, and there's no right way or wrong way to do it. You can try to incorporate a variety of self-care activities into your routine, including mental, emotional, physical, environmental, spiritual, recreational, and social. There's a couple of tips. Take a break. Take a break. That is a form of self-care, whether you know it or not. When you're hustling and you're bustling and you're working and it's all day and you phones are ringing and people asking you questions, especially people in customer service or the ER, things like that. It's a lot. So sometimes you have to just step away for a minute. It'll keep you sane. But that is definitely a way of self-care. Practice gratitude. Instead of thinking about what you lack, what you ain't got, who walked away, who left you, whatever, write down the things that you are thankful and grateful for. And put that up somewhere so you can see it all day, every day. Can you imagine where your mind is just on repeat about all the things that you are thankful for? That leaves you all day talking about, thank you, God. Thank you, God, for that. Thank you, God, for my family. Thank you for my job. Thank you for my health. Thank you for that. Thank you for letting the car start. Thank you for the food in the refrigerator. Thank you that I can walk. Thank you that I can talk. There are so many things that we can be grateful and thankful for. A lot of things. I'm not saying things don't go wrong or things don't happen, but there are so many things that we can be grateful for. So practice gratification. That is a form of self-care. It keeps you in such a peaceful, smiling state. It really does. It really does. It keeps you unbothered. Yes, hashtag unbothered. Why? Because I'm too grateful for the many things that God has done to be worried about certain things and to be stressed and to be overwhelmed or to be worried about what you're doing. Connect with others. Call a loved one. Spend time with family or friends. Go on a day trip. All trips don't have to cost money. All trips do not have to break the bank. You could literally go to the park. Everybody ain't got beaches, but find you a pond or something to go to. But anything, whatever it is that you like is what you should find a way to do. Move your body. They say going for a walk or a run, and I'm saying they say because that doesn't work for me. And let me not say that. I love walks. I love walks. If you go to a botanical garden or you go walk by one of those, maybe those trails that are that surrounds water or anything like that, watching people play with their dogs and things like it's very, very nice. You can run or do some yoga. Practice mindfulness, meditate, practice deep breathing, or do some mindful stretching. Another self-care tip is take a shower or a long bath. Put you some bath salts, some lavender, some whatever else you want to put in there. Throw it in there. Some bath. I love those scented bath bombs. I love them. But I also love the scented shower bombs. But it's so nice. Treat yourself. That could be the day you paint your toenails or whatever it is that you do to pamper yourself. Also, one that's really, really big self-care is get enough sleep. prioritize your sleep and make it a part of your routine. So just getting good sleep on the weekend is not going to work like that. It has to be a priority. It has to be a priority. But some days, some people can't. The people with jobs and kids and church administration duties and husbands and all these kind of things, you might not can get a good night's sleep every single night. So a self-care thing is you getting away, going somewhere else, go over to your homegirl's house and get in that bed and take a long nap. A long nap. Do something creative. It is so much fun. Like, although I am not crafty, I love going into Hobby Lobby and just looking like, wow, that came out of that. Or like, wow, people really come in here and make things. Like, they make things from the stuff that's in Hobby Lobby. Makes me want to be a crafter. I'll work on that. Listen to some music. Music is good for the soul. It really, really is. Really is. Spend time in nature. Puppies, animals. I'm a cow person, but just being outside, looking at beautiful roses or dandelions and trees and leaves and rocks and stuff. It's amazing. I think nature is beautiful. I kind of wish it didn't have so many bugs, but I think it's beautiful. Let's put you some repellent on and go on out there and spend time and connect with nature. Nature is good. All right. So I'm going to go get some more. We'll be back in a moment. So we are back. We are back. If you haven't yet, be sure to like and share this video so that everybody can know the significance of February. So what's hot this month? You know, every month. I mean, it used to make me ponder what's going on, but every month there's special observances for each month. You got national days, you got days, you got holidays. It's so much going on. But for February is Dark Chocolate Day, Feed the Birds Day, the Lunar New Year, National Freedom Day, American Heart Month, Black History Month, Groundhog Day, Ice Cream for Breakfast Day, International Day of Women's and Girls in Science, Lincoln's birthday, National Baked Alaska Day. I don't even know what that means. National Carrot Cake Day, National Chocolate Fondue Day, National Girls and Women's in Sports Day, National Science, American Painters, Bake for Family Fun, Darwin Day, Mardi Gras, National Homemade Soup Day, Decorating with Candy, International Natural Day, National Boy Scout Day, National Cheddar Day. I bet that's interesting. I like cheese though. I like Kraft singles. Like I could literally, I don't, let's just put that out because of obvious consequences, but I love Kraft singles. I could literally clear a whole pack of Kraft singles by myself if I wanted to be tortured later. Anyway, we are in a new month. So check in. I want to know what your resolution was for January and how you're doing with that resolution now. What your resolution was and how you're doing on that resolution now. I almost forgot. One of the special things about February, which I guess should be a national holiday by now, but it is Super Bowl Sunday. So this year, if you haven't kept up, this year the Kansas City Chiefs will be playing the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday, the 9th. So where your party at? Who's having a Super Bowl party? Let me know where it's at so I can come get some wings, like for real. And chips and dip. I'm a chip and dip person, but the wings I need to dip as well. But no, for real. First of all, did your team make it to Super Bowl? Is that one of your teams, the Chiefs or the Eagles? Is that you, or was you rooting for somebody else? Let me know in the chat.
Number 5 for week 5 is be healed. A lot of us are living our everyday lives with a whole lot of stuff that we have not healed from. And we know that because we act it out. Whether you know it or not, it comes out in your everyday life, in your conversation, in the way you treat people, in the way you look at people, in the way you think. One thing I've learned is healed people see things differently. Healed people hear things differently. We cannot, let me repeat, we cannot be our best selves traumatized, hurt, and unhealed. We go to church every Sunday, we're at every conference, we're at every revival, but yet we continuously walk out unhealed. We have to get to the point where we can get to the altar and lay it down and do not pick it back up. We have to get to the point where we honestly and sincerely leave it in the hands of the Lord. And real talk, therapy wouldn't hurt. I advise therapy. I do. I know it's frowned upon at church. I know it's not the thing we're supposed to do. We're only supposed to tell Jesus, and I get that. But while you're praying, go find you a therapist. Real talk. Therapy helps. Therapy helps. Therapy helps. Get you some therapy, because you cannot be the best version of yourself with all of that in you. There's no room. There is no room. There's no room for the good when bad is compacted. We just stack it on. We suppress it. And we stack it on one towards the other, on the other, on the other. We stack it. And we wonder why we're sick, or we're bitter, or we're mad, or we just hate everybody. There's a reason for that. Check your insides. Check your insides. I know the book says to check your squad, but right now I'm telling you to check your insides, because you must be healed before you can be the best version of yourself. But you have to be healed. You have to be healed. It's such a different place. It's such a different place than to have all that stuff replaying in your head. What somebody did to you, what somebody took from you, what you didn't get a chance to do, who held you down, who held you back, all of that. Who left, who stayed, who abandoned you, all of that, who hurt you, who violated you. And I can't be the best version of me with all that stuff hanging on me. I can't, because the best version of me is so unbothered. But I don't want to replay that in my mind over and over again. All you do is get madder. Can I say madder? All you do is get madder. Every time you think of something somebody did or said, all you do is fuel your anger. All you do is replay it. All you're doing is ripping that Band-Aid off of a wound that was healing. Check your squad and be healed.
All right, so we are at the end of this segment. It goes by so fast. Have y'all signed up for Sisters Cafe sessions this Friday? Every first Friday at 7 p.m. we are in the cafe session, y'all. We're going to change that to Sisters Cafe Live, because we got some stuff to talk about when you are ready to promote your business, your album, your product, your ministry, your event, whatever it may be. We have a variety of different ways that you can promote your business, from tickers to logos, commercials, teasers, whatever it may be. All you got to do is reach out and we will get you set up. Don't have a commercial? We can help you with that as well. Be sure to email me at info@sisterscafeinc.com and let's get you set up. Thank you, everybody, for taking out your time to hang out with me at this noon hour. I hope you have a great day at work. Be sure to like and share this video. Follow me on all social media platforms. Subscribe to the website, wherever you listen to podcasts, and that YouTube channel. Head over to that store and grab you some cafe swag. Don't forget to nominate your Woman Crush Wednesday. I will see you again next week for another segment of Sisters Cafe here on Power News Radio.